Game On is today's cover story as our Contessa Brewer found in Las Vegas.
Walk into a sports book and you'll see players laying down bets, but more and more, they're skipping the line and wagering right on their mobile phones.
This is very convenient and it's fun, and there's a lot more that you can do on your phone.
A lot of the betting takes place within the game. Who will score the next touchdown, jump shot, or home run? That action's too fast for traditional wagers. The states now offering mobile sports gambling are working to maximize revenue, both in handle, the total amount gambled, and in taxes collected for state and local government.
Right here in Nevada, we do about 70% of our handle on mobile, and that's despite the fact that we have 113 retail locations in Nevada.
What's more, mobile sports betting increases business for online casinos, pushing players to plunk down their pennies on digital slots, blackjack, roulette, and poker.
Anything that drives people to the mobile, they can see a whole host of options of things that they can do, and they just get very interested in it.
In New Jersey, MGM Resorts' online casino business doubled after legal sports gambling was offered on mobile phones. And the company predicts mobile could bring in 80% of gaming revenues in the future.
An estimated $150 billion was bet illegally before the Supreme Court decision paving the way for legal sports gambling. Since then, $11 billion has been bet legally. The convenience of mobile gaming makes it easier to compete against those illegal and offshore operators.
The reality is sports betting is happening today. It's happening on people's phones. They're just using illegal sites. And so if you don't offer a competitive mobile product in a state, people aren't going to change their behavior.
Half a dozen more states will soon roll out mobile gambling, and the sports leagues and media companies are betting the move to mobile will boost their bottom lines as well. For On the Money, I'm Contessa Brewer in Las Vegas.
With the laws quickly changing and sports betting booming, is legal sports gambling growing too fast? Bill Miller is the president and CEO of the American Gaming Association. And Bill, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, Becky, good to be with you.
So for decades and decades, Las Vegas was the one place you could actually legally bet on sports. Why do you think we've seen this rapid acceptance of sports betting in so many states so quickly?
It's been just 18 months since the Supreme Court ruled that Nevada shouldn't have a monopoly. And the reason that there's been such a great uptick, now 20 states, including the District of Columbia, is because Americans have always wanted to bet on sports. And importantly, they've always bet on sports. Unfortunately, it had always been in the illegal market.
So you don't think it's a situation where people are gambling more or where more people are gambling? You just think it's illegal stuff that is now legal?
Look, I think the illegal offshore market does not publish any of their statistics or market share, but we absolutely believe that Americans have always bet on sports, and now they are much more comforted by the fact that they can bet on sports legally, and we believe that is absolutely coming out of the offshore market or the illegal market.
I think it's coming from other places too. You may be very, very correct in assuming that people who used to do it illegally are now doing it the legal way instead. But I know people who have started gambling just because it's so easy. It's on their phone. Mm-hmm. It is legal. These are people who weren't betting before. Are there any guardrails out there to try and protect problem gamblers with a gaming addiction in this situation? Because it does seem like it's a lot easier than it ever was.
Well, I think it is easier, and I think that one of the things that the gaming industry has an absolute commitment to responsible gaming and responsible gambling, and that takes place in a way in the regulated market that doesn't exist in the offshore and the illegal market. Mm-hmm. Websites that are offshore don't have any worry about how much you gamble or how much you bet. I think that the manner in which we regulated it in a safe and transparent way creates much more protections for the bettors.
So how much is too much to lose, or how much is too much to game? What are the regulations that you've set, and what kind of limits do you put on people?
Well, I think that the limits are, every person has a different limit with regard to what they think is important. But as an industry, we are an entertainment industry. And so for us, it really is about making sure that you create the right balance in terms of entertainment, fun, excitement, but with the appropriate guardrail.